right, everybody, hello and welcome back to Hollow Knight. Where we last left off, we were over in the City of Tears. We finished up with the Soul Sanctum, and I mentioned that there were a couple of things we would come back and check out. We've got the Lumafly Lantern now, so we can go into some dark areas, but then there's also a couple of items that we can just pick up now. And one of them is this item here. So we got one of these from Sly. This is the Mask Shard. And then there's one there which we can actually grab just after a little bit of platforming. Nothing too technical at this point. There we go, we got that. And we're gonna go get one more as well. And let me think of the best way to get there. Yeah, I think we're gonna go to the Forgotten Crossroads Stag. And we should be able to reach it pretty easily. I think I'm trying to remember exactly how we get there. Ah, and look here, we've got Tisso here. Pale thing. You use these old lines? Pathetic. A real warrior carries himself to combat. He has no need for such convenience. Leave me be. It's the arena I seek. I've already wasted far too long on these cursed roads. Cursed roads. Alright, so a little bit of pride going on there. I understand. Yes. So we can actually grab this geo. It's not super necessary right now, but hey, while we're at it, while we're doing a little bit of cleanup, we may as well grab it. But what we're really after is in this room. I believe it's this next room. Yeah. It's in here. Now, we saw this a little while ago, but we weren't unable to get to it. But now that we've got the Mantis Claw, we can just come up here and grab it. Again, nothing too technical at this point. You just gotta time it right. Hopefully I don't die here. That would be preferable. Nice. And here we go. We got another Mask Shard, which luckily enough is the last one we need. So we get a little extra health there. And whenever you fill your Mask Shards, or I guess whenever you get a new one, it refills for you. Okay, let me look around a little bit more. Is there anything else that I should go grab? I don't think so. Not at the moment. Not that I can see off the top of my head. I'll take a look at it between episodes and see if there's anything else I missed. But we're gonna work our way back this way because there is a little something we can gain access to. And then we're gonna enter into a brand new area. So instead of going up here, I'm just gonna go down. Again, we're going back to a place we've been before, but just didn't have access previously. You'll remember this spot because this is where we got Sly before. That was where he was asleep in there. But now that we have the dash and the Mantis Claw, we get access to this little area. And up here is... Ooh, you surprised me. Hello, come in, sweetling. Come in and make yourself at home. I'm Salubra, and this is my cozy little charm store. Did the townfolk out there let you know or tell you to come and visit me? Yes, this is a lovely little village, isn't it? Warm and intimate and full of life. What were we talking about? Oh yes, charms. I can see you started your own collection. Very nice. I'll show you some of my own, and you can take one home with you if you'd like. Cool, so Salubra has some charms for us to buy. We'll take a look at what she's got. But notably, she mentioned the village outside being full of life, so seems like she hasn't gotten out much. Lifeblood Heart. This charm seeps lifeblood and will certainly improve your constitution. Okay, we got the long nail. Go on, take this charm home with you. Suddenly your enemies will be within reach. So this is actually a form of the Mark of Pride that we picked up in the last episode. Steady body, wear it and you'll be able to stay firmly in place when swinging your little nail around. So if you haven't noticed, when we attack an enemy, our little character actually is affected by that. He moves around, so this helps us stay in place. This is the one I'm gonna pick up. This is Shaman Stone. Ever learn any spells, you should buy this charm for yourself. I've heard it will make a spell much stronger. So yeah, we want Shaman Stone. It's a pretty good charm. Go ahead and grab it. Quick focus. Crystal helps you focus. So if that's something you're interested in, you should take this beauty home. And then she's got a bunch of charm notches that we can buy. We'll grab this one. And the others, we actually have to have a certain amount of charms before we can get access to it. So we need 4 more. We could buy these 3, but we'd still need 1 more. And yeah, not super interested in those at the moment. So we'll take what we can get for now. We got an extra charm notch, which is all that matters. All right, now we're going to work our way up. You'll remember this area. This is where we saw the train, just there. And we saved a grub in the room to the left there. But what we're really after is further up. We can go in here. So we've been in this room before. This is where we need that Lumifly lantern. Right here we've got a toll machine with the symbol of a gate. We'll insert some geo. And you can actually see our little guy, he's holding the Lumifly lantern now. So that's showcasing that we're lighting up the area. Previously it was just dark. We weren't able to come in here. All right, before we go that way, let's check out what's down here. These guys are interesting, but they can only be hit from the front. So you kind of gotta maneuver them around a little bit. What's that called? Kiting them? You gotta kite them. And we'll move into the Crystal Peak. This is a pretty cool little area. There's a lot of mining going on in here, so lots of machinery you'll see in just a second. And a lot of the bugs have been what's a good word? Infected by these crystals. The crystals are all over them and whatnot. Really cool designs in here. Whoops. Sorry, I muted for a second because I had to sneeze. And I got distracted. Now, I must admit, this little guy here is not my favorite enemy. They're a little bit annoying. They like to throw those little, I guess, pickaxes at us. And it can be a little frustrating to dodge at times. We got a bench this way. Let's go ahead and grab that. And we'll keep exploring. Obviously, we don't have a map for this area yet, so we're still on the lookout for that. at the moment. Just exploring around. We got a rancid egg. We've seen that before too in Sly's shop. These guys are also a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. You can't expect to love every enemy in the game. There we go. Oops. It's always when you try something fancy, can't do it. All right, so here we got a closed door and a little grub there. So hopefully we'll find our way around. I'm sure we will at some point. One thing I always try to keep in mind when I enter a new area is not getting too stressed out about learning the entire area, but more just exploring, and familiarity will come with time. I do know there's a grub up here, so we'll go ahead and grab this, and we can open this door, a little shortcut for us. Now, a lot of people don't like these guys, but I actually kind of like them. I think dodging around them it can be fun. Sometimes you get caught up, but I think it keeps the platforming interesting. All right, now I actually happen to know there's a hidden wall here, but we won't go this way because we cannot at the moment. We will be able to soon, but not yet. Aha, and that's what we're looking for. There's the infamous map. Notating Cornifer. He's close. We're right behind him. There he is. Let's pick up this map. Come to scale the mountain. I've heard a tale of a summit way up there. Too far for me though, and I'm not really one for heights. There we go, just what we needed. So we got a little map of the Crystal Peaks, and we'll start filling that in as we explore a little bit. Gonna keep going up. And we've got another bench right here, which we'll go ahead and grab. Oh, looks like we've got a little friend on this bench. It doesn't lock us in here, but if we want to use the bench, we're gonna have to talk to him. And I don't think he's interested in talking. No, this is the Crystal Guardian. Next boss for us. Not a super crazy boss, but still, if you're not careful, you can get caught pretty quick. The biggest thing with this guy is that you actually cannot hit him from above because he's got this crystal up on his head that protects him. So, just something to be a little more mindful of. But there we go. And he ran away. All right, let's take a look at the map here. So we can go back in and go up a little bit. That's right here. I'm using this top arrow to kind of show what I'm looking at. So we can go up here, or we can come over. Looks like there's more here, more over there. Still a lot to explore. And actually, I believe if we come this way, yeah, so we got a little lever that lets us go down. But if I wanted to go up, we are unable to do so. So before we go down, let's actually come back in this room and we'll go up, because we should be able to go up and over and unlock some of that stuff we were just looking at. We should just have to go through here. Let me heal. And again, these guys can only be hit from the front, so. Actually, it looks like there's an item right there. Let's go grab that before we forget. We get a shopkeeper's key. A small brass key made in the likeness of a shopkeeper. And if you can't tell by looking at it what likeness it shares, I'll show you shortly where we can take it. All right, let's keep going up. Hello, Quarrel. Ah, quite a view, no? I'm not surprised that you survived the trek through these shimmering caverns. There's an air of strength about you. I suspect it would be quite intimidating. Oh, I accidentally hit the button before getting that last bit. Hopefully you guys can pause and read it. Did it sadden you to see all those miners below still laboring at their endless task? Even overcome, strong purpose has been imprinted upon their husks. The crystal core is said to contain a sort of energy, not as powerful as the soul the city dwellers harnessed, but far less lethal. Strange to know such ancient facts. I wonder from where my knowledge comes. Okay, interesting. So he's mentioning that the workers are overcome, but still working. But they're overcome with something different than what we've seen in the city. At this high vantage, I can just make it out, the light from that sad little town. I doubt its residents could even comprehend the scale of the world that surrounds them. And if we take a look at the map, we can see he's referring to Dirtmouth out there. So small it seems. All right, so a little more lore for us. Couple of interesting things to take note of there. And yes, here we go. So if we come down this way, I'll show you how it connects, but we get a little access to where we were before, right here. We can go ahead and open this, but let's explore up here just so we don't miss anything. Looks like there's something up there. Might as well grab it. A Wanderer's Journal. Cool. We can sell that. And if you didn't notice before when we came up here, there's actually some shaky ground, and we can use our new ability to break right through. We got a little more geo. And I believe this is the first time we've seen one of these, but we take him out, he produces a rancid egg for us, so we got another one there. Let's actually take a look at the rancid egg. I don't think we looked at it before. A fatty rancid egg of unknown creature emits a powerful stench of decay, generally not considered edible. Cool. And we've gone in there. And now, all right, nothing in here. So we'll work our way down. Now I just knew to go that way. If we tried to come down here, then it would have been blocked off. But there's another room right here we can check out just briefly. I don't think we need to fight those guys too much. And it looks like there's not really anything down here other than just that soul there. So not really anything we need. And that's where we started. Cool. So let's go into here. Oh, I don't know if you can see it, but just right there at the top of the screen, there's a little grub up there. But we can't get him just yet. We'll have to remember, come back for him. Whoops. Now we're gonna do a bunch of platforming in this room. That's pretty much all this room is. But when we get to the end, it'll be well worth it. Uh-oh. Okay, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm trying to remember what I need to do, but I think I got it from here. So just take it slow. Go ahead and fill up. There we go. A little bit of concentration goes a long way. And sometimes it's just about knowing what you can do, you know? Being more familiar with the movements and how you can move around. Now this is what we want. Our next ability. Let's grab it. Consumed the crystal heart. Hold LT while on the ground or clinging to a wall to concentrate the force. Release the button to blast forward and fly through the air. Perfect. So now you can see we can cover pretty long distances with this, which is great. It's actually really helpful in a lot of ways. First one being our little grub friend up here that we just said we couldn't grab. Now we can. We just gotta come up here, do a little dash over. There you go. I love all of the abilities in this game. They're so creative and like thoughtful. You can tell that they really considered, you know, what would be super helpful for the character, and it opens up a lot of the world. So, all right, the key for these is just to look at not when they rise up, but rather when they hit the ground. So it's kind of off-putting and strange, but you want to go when they hit the ground for the most part. So let's just go through this real quick. And then once we hit that, that should stop them. Just want to grab this while we're here. Uh-oh, little bit of a pickle, probably. I'm just gonna go. You don't have to fight if you don't want to, typically, unless it's a boss. There we go. Just unlocking a couple things here. Okay, we should be good on that. And actually, I am gonna try to kill this little guy. Oh, he didn't give me enough soul. So I can't heal. So we actually might get our first death here. We'll have to see. We've actually been here before. We saw this grub behind closed doors. And yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think what I want to do is go down and to the left. I think the bench is, oh gosh, not in there. Hold on, let me go down here. And I think the bench is in here. Yeah. It's gotta be, right? So I'm just gonna work my way down here. I don't think there's any enemies in here. Yeah, there we go. All right, we got lucky. Almost experienced our first death, but not today. Not today. All right, let's go. How do we want to do this? Let's work our way back through here, and we're gonna go up because there's a couple more things we can get unlocked before we move on. Let's grab this. And don't forget, we've got 500 geo in the bank still, so if we need to go grab that for any reason, then we should be able to do so. But there really shouldn't be. I mean, the Lumafly lantern is pretty much the big heavy hitter on expensive items. There's not, shouldn't be that many more purchases that are quite that much. We'll see some later on in the game, but nothing that I'm worried about in the near future, at least. Actually, we can go in here now, so let's do that. We're using our new ability for this. And this, we just have to time it correctly once or twice. Which, I feel like I always mess this one up. Yeah, we can still make it though. Cool. We drop down here, we get a new charm, which is called Deep Focus. Naturally formed within a crystal over a long period, draws in soul from the surrounding air. The bearer will focus soul at a slower rate, but the healing effect will double. Nice. So I actually don't have a lot of use with that one, but it seems like if we use it, we heal slower, but we can heal for double. From what I understand. That's what it seems like, at least. All right, and now we want to work our way back up to where we just saw Cornifer. I'll show you why. It is because now we can go this direction. And we do want to unlock this because it's a big shortcut for us. I'll probably make one stop along the way. And I'll show you where in just a second. We should see it right here. We can actually go down. So let's do this first. We'll just get what we can out of here. Oh, come on. There we go. It's when you start panicking, everything falls apart. Okay. Now, before I grab this guy, you'll notice that this wall is got some cracks in it, and it's actually a hidden wall. We'll come in here, and you'll see that there's another one. So we actually want to let this one go. And he acts normally. I'll show it for you now just so you can see, but if we let this one go, he's actually disguised. So he's an enemy that will attack. So that does happen every now and then. It's not super often, but typically when you see, you'll be able to know. But there's no like marker for them. All right, cool. We got a little elevator. I'm going to show you what it looks like when we go down. You'll probably recognize it right off the bat, but if we go this way, we are here back in Dirtmouth. let's take a rest. Let's look in Sly's shop and see if he's got anything for us. Oh, here we go. What do you have there? Why, that's the key to my storeroom. I thought I'd lost it for good. Did you find it in those old mines, perhaps? Very curious. I have no idea how it ended up in such a remote place. Very honest of you to return it to me. Yes, very kind. And now that I can open my old storeroom up, I can sell you some of the rare stock that's been gathering dust in there. These items may be a little time-worn, but they still retain their full market value. Very precious stuff. Take a look. Cool. So we gave Sly the key to his storeroom, and now he's got a little more in stock. Notably, this elegant key, an explorer found this fancy key floating in the waterways of the city far below us. I've not cleaned it. So we'll go ahead and pick this up because it's going to get us access to a little area. Let's see here. I think that this is new as well, the heavy blow. Enjoy smacking foes with your nail of yours, right? With this charm equipped, you'll be able to send them flying further with every hit. And then, yeah, he's got Sprint Master. So holding it lets you run around quickly and tirelessly as though you were young again. So very cool. We'll go ahead and buy this vessel fragment as well. We still need one more, I think, but yeah. So one more and we'll have a whole one. But may as well go ahead and grab it while we're here. And let's take a look in the map shop and see if there's anything else in here. Not too much. He just sells some various pens. So what this will do here, let me show you. So you can see our map here. And if we come in here and buy this bench pen, that will go ahead and mark all of the benches that we've discovered on the map. So if we're ever in a pickle and we need to, like just how we had there, like I was up in this area and wasn't sure where the bench was, you know, the pens are good to have just in case you need them. But now that we have this shortcut unlocked, we can just head right back up to the Crystal Peaks. And we've explored a fair amount of them. But there is something else that we wanna get while we're up here. However, we're gonna go ahead and take a break. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope that you're enjoying this series still. Uh-oh. Oh, there's the elevator. I thought a guy sent it back up. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.